Today we are playing Atelier Iris. It is a three-part series of the Atelier, I guess, name brand. It was published by Gus back in
There you
2005,
are.
I believe. Here we see our main character
Hey,
and
shouldn't you
the
be resting?
love interest, I suppose.
Klain, do you remember the day we met?
Of course I do.
This is about midway through the game, and this
I've
is
been
a
thinking about that day a
flashback
lot lately.
back to where you actually start the game from. Anyone who has played an Atelier game will probably boast mostly about the crafting system. Basically you could go throughout the entire game without having to fight too many battles just by gathering and crafting as many items as possible, making explosives, healing items, armor, shields. Here we see Lydia, I believe her name was. This is a
can't
flashback
do anything.
further way back in the beginning, most likely before she even meets the main character.
I'm counting on you. They're probably close by now.
No worries, this'll be a piece of cake. Meow.
I hope she knows what she's doing.
I'm sure you just noticed, but the audio and the visual is
Okay.
just slightly off.
How am I supposed to get there?
I'm playing this on an emulator because my PS2
I'll think of something.
was unable to connect to my computer well enough to actually make it work. It shouldn't be a problem later on, but for now, hopefully it fix itself eventually, maybe.
Mana is waning again.
In the premise of the game, the entire world is made of different types of mana. Think about it as at the atomic level. So let's say a rock is made of
Damn.
earth mana,
Still not enough mana.
and fire would be, of course, made of fire mana.
I'll definitely need the Ruby Prism's power.
As you could tell by the very dramatic music, that was most likely the main enemy in this game.
Oh
Though we
man,
have not learned
did we
his name
lose
yet.
him?
Here we see Klain again.
You really did it this time, Klain.
Shh, keep it down.
And we're going to see a very basic form of battle. This is still part of the story, so there's no reason.
What's a Falcon
At
Hawk
the end of the
doing
day, it's
way
a
out
failure
here?
state. There's no way to win this battle.
Shoot,
But you
out
won't
of
lose it
elements.
either, technically.
How could this get any worse?
Here we see Lydia
You won't
assisting
get away
Klain in
this
battle.
time.
This is how they
Take
meet
this!
for the very first time.
That strike should have finished him off.
Who are you?
Less talk, more fighting. Yeah!
Time to go.
Sa! Yeah!
And there you go. All you really saw was a few
problem.
basic attacks, but like I said, this is just a portion of the story.
You okay? Did he get you?
I'm fine.
I haven't seen you around here before. Are you a traveler?
You could say that.
Traveling alone is dangerous for weaklings.
What? I could have killed it myself if I hadn't run out of elements.
Of course you could have. What kind of jerk makes such a lame excuse? There's a town nearby called Kavok. How about I show you around?
I don't need any help. I've been doing just fine on my own.
Okay. Well, be careful.
Aw, man. I didn't even thank her. Guess I really am a jerk.
I bet you like her. Cleaning some girl, sitting in a...
Don't start. Come on, let's go.
There we just saw Popo, a Earth Mana, who assists Klein as as an assistant. He increases Klein's ability to manipulate Earth Mana. Gradually, we'll see Klein befriending additional manas to assist him in his alchemy, which is useful for giving you a slight boost in your exchange rate for your mana. What we're about to see here is Klein breaking down that glacier into
We can
its
synthesize now.
base mana. Some water mana and some dark mana. Basically, and the principle here is you could take anything. Let's say a rock. That rock broken down turns into earth mana.
Now you're gonna
From
kick.
there, you
I've
can
got
turn
elements.
the earth mana into a brick or other stone-related materials. Similarly, you could take a torch, a rock, and some rock salt. Break it all down and essentially turn it into a bomb
We need to keep going.
or explosive of some sort. That's the basic principle. Though the
Great
example I
work,
just gave you
Crane.
was
Too bad
entirely
that
made
girl
up.
couldn't see you strut your...
Would you stop bringing her up? Hey, that must be the town she mentioned. What's that place on top of the mountain?
I bet there's an adventure to be had.
Come on, Popo. Let's head into town.
Now that we've gotten basic explanations and intros through, I'll just be quiet for a while. As we get into town, will be a lot of explanations and communication between our main character and citizens. So I'll just sit back and hopefully you'll enjoy the show. During our next episode, I'll be sure to inform you some more about what's going on. This is actually one of my favorite games for the PS2, so I hope you like it also. Oh, I wanted to just give a brief explanation of what the text mentioned. Essentially, the little city you see right there on top of the mountain was a utopia of alchemists and mana, both living together. Essentially, at some point, they just disappeared. That's the main mystery, and later on, we'll be discovering what happened, and we'll be climbing up there. Okay,
So,
once again,
this is Kava.
I'm just gonna be quiet. I hope you enjoy the show.
I'm a mighty Galgazit. Hey, wait up!
Hi there. You're new around here, aren't you?
I'm from Gizestine.
Oh, wow. That's far. Are you a trapper?
I suppose so. Actually, I'm an alchemist.
An alchemist? That's rare these days. In fact, I don't think I've ever met...
Really?
Yeah. Could be my fault, though. I hear there used to be a lot in these parts. So what brings you to our humble little town?
I'm looking for alchemic items. I'd also like to find some mana. I'm still kind of new at this alchemy thing. Actually, I'm trying to visit towns connected with alchemy.
I don't know much about mana, but I can tell you're serious. There are a lot of interesting places in the area, but I'm not sure whether or not they have much to do with alchemy. There's plenty of good food, though. Feel free to stay as long as you...
I'd love to, but I don't have much money.
I see. How'd you like to earn a little...
I suppose I could, if the price was right. What kind of jobs do you have for me?
Oh, I just need these lunch boxes dropped off at the magic shop, and they shouldn't be too hard to find as you explore the town. The magic shop is just up the hill next door. The grocery store is right across the...
Okay, sounds easy.
If you have any luggage, you can leave it here.
Alright, so here begins our first step into solving the mystery. Now, anyone who played the game will be curious as to why I'm avoiding collecting items or extra mana as we go. It's a rather long game and I want to try to progress through as quickly as possible. So, against my better instincts, I will be avoiding collecting unnecessary items, avoiding any unnecessary battles, and just seeing how fast I can get through this game. Later on in the game, it may become a little more difficult, but we'll address that as we get to it.
That looks like
There are
the
many ways to
entrance.
play this game, and I find this to be equally enjoyable and rather challenging. If you have the game, you could try it yourself. Often, playing one of these games, you often want to just get as much. You want to power through it, but mid-maxing and seeing how far you can get to the game with as little as possible is also quite enjoyable. Right here, we just found an item, a mana herb. You'll often find items throughout the game, and this one we can't actually even make because we don't have the correct mana to help us, to assist us in making it. I wanted to make a quick note on the art style here. Aesthetically, it's quite pleasing, but even though this overworld view is rather simplistic. But when you look here, at the face of the wall, the details,
You're that girl.
even added sparkles to the little orbs.
Oh, I remember you.
It makes for a very
name's
aesthetically
Clay.
pleasing.
Oh, that's right. I never asked your name. I'm Lita. Nice to... So, what brings you to the area?
Well?
You won't be able to get much farther thanks to this gate. They say nobody's been able to open it.
This looks like... Stand back! What the...
Again, I am sorry about the audio. There's nothing really, nothing I can do about it right now. Hopefully,
Lineage of
I'll be able to fix
Iris
it later on.
forms the key with mirrors of dawn and twilight. Well,
What'd you just do?
it's called alchemy. I'm an alchemist.
Alchemist? You? No way! I guess you're not as weak as I thought. Hey,
It
there's
is
an
notable
idea.
that Klein is
Wanna be a Galgazet?
very weak physically.
A Galgazet?
In
Don't
every
they
other
kill
series,
monsters
you'll
and
often
hunt
find
Warlords?
that another character is there to assist you,
Galgazet alchemists are
as
pretty
essentially a
rare.
tank.
You wouldn't be half bad.
And the alchemist is primarily only there just
Well,
to gain
I guess I'll
experience
think about it.
and assist with with use of alchemic items.
Scared?
Me? Scared? No way.
Okay, it's settled. You're now a Galgazet. Welcome aboard.
Alright, we're going to be ending this series, ending this first episode pretty soon.
We should head back toward Cava.
So I wanted to make a quick
I have a
few
house there.
notes. In many of the Atelier series, we'll note that Klein actually does appear multiple times in this first 3 series. We will be playing those games later on once we finish. This is also the reason why I want to do it very quickly. If any luck, you'll watch this enjoy it and play the newest in a series, Altair Ayasha, I believe. It is coming out March 25th, 2013. So if you like this game, enjoy it, try out the news series. Other than that,